If you're here, chances are your chainsaw chain is worn out, damaged, and no longer cutting as it should. It's probably time for replacement. But how do you know which chain to buy? Thanks for stopping by ChainSawAce. I'm Steven, and today I'm going to show you exactly how to choose the correct replacement chain for your chainsaw, no matter the brand. But before we get started, there's one important thing I need you to know. Choosing the wrong chain can cause all kinds of problems. It may not even fit into your guide bar's groove. It could be too short, too long. It may not rotate properly, and in some cases, it can even damage your drive sprocket and your guide bar. The good news is avoiding all these problems is easy once you know what to look for and where to look. So let's get started. The first place you should always check is your guide bar. If you look near the base of the guide bar right here, you'll usually find the chain specifications printed, engraved, or stamped into the metal. This information tells you everything you need to know about the chain your saw was designed to use. There are three specifications you'll need: pitch, gauge, and number of drive links. If you know these three numbers, you can confidently buy the correct replacement chain almost anywhere. Let's go over what each one means. The first specification is the pitch. Pitch refers to the size of the chain, more specifically the distance between the chain's rivets, and determines what size drive sprocket and bar nose the chain is designed to run on. Some common chain pitches in inches include 1/4, 3/25, 3/8, and 3/8 low profile. You don't have to memorize these sizes. You simply need to match the pitch that's printed on your guide bar to your prospective new chain. If you install a chain with the wrong pitch, it won't properly engage with the drive sprocket or the sprocket in the tip of your guide bar if your bar has one. This can prevent the chain from operating correctly and may even cause excessive wear or damage. The second specification is the gauge. Gauge refers to the thickness of the chain's drive links, the part of the chain that rides inside the groove of the guide bar. Common gauges include 0.043, 0.050, 0.058, and 0.063. Think of the guide bar groove like that of a railroad track. If the chain is too thick, it simply won't fit into the groove. If it's too thin, it'll have excessive side-to-side movement inside the bar, which can lead to poor cutting performance and accelerated wear on both the chain and the guide bar. The final specification is a number of drive links. The drive links are the individual links on the bottom of the chain that fit into the guide bar's groove and engage the drive sprocket of the chainsaw. The number of drive links determines overall length of the chain. Even if you have the correct pitch and gauge, the chain still will not fit if the drive link count is wrong. Too few drive links and the chain will be too short. Too many drive links and it'll be too long to tension correctly. All three of these specifications are equally important in identifying the correct chain for your chainsaw. Now that you know all three specifications, buying a replacement chain is easy. When you're at your local hardware store or chainsaw dealer, simply find a chain that matches the same specs that you have on your chainsaw: pitch, gauge, and number of drive links. If all three specifications match, you found the correct replacement for your chainsaw. Most chain packages clearly list these specifications right on the box, making them easy to read and compare. What do you do if your guide bar doesn't show these chain specifications or if they're completely unreadable? To determine the pitch, use a micrometer, digital caliper, or even a ruler to measure the distance between the center of the first rivet and the center of the third rivet. Then divide that measurement by 2. For example, if the measurement is 3/4 of an inch, divided by 2 gives you a 3/8 pitch chain. To determine the gauge, you'll need a micrometer or digital caliper to measure the thickness of one of the drive links. That's the part of the chain that rides inside the guide bar groove. This measurement is difficult to make accurately with just a ruler, so a micrometer really is needed here. To determine the number of drive links, simply remove the chain and count each drive link. I usually count them in pairs because it makes the job a little quicker and it prevents me from losing count. With all that being said, if you'd rather not take these measurements yourself, the easiest solution is to remove the chain and take it or even the entire saw to your local hardware store or chainsaw shop. They can quickly identify the correct pitch, gauge, and drive link count, so you'll leave with the correct replacement chain every time. In summary, selecting the correct chainsaw chain is very simple and easy once you know the chain specifications: pitch, gauge, and number of drive links. Find those three numbers on the base of your guide bar, match them when purchasing a replacement chain, and you'll have the correct chain every time. If the markings are worn off, don't guess. Measure the chain with the proper tools or let your local chainsaw shop identify it for you. I hope this video helped. If it did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Oh, and here's the one more thing. If you like chainsaws or even a comeback story, check out one of my chainsaw restoration videos. I put maximum effort into these, and to be quite honest, the algorithm rarely pushes them like they deserve. Views make this channel possible, and I'm so thankful for each and every one of you. Thanks again.